Hey guys, it's Syndicate here, and finally we are getting our hands on some zombies. It's about time. We knew it was close, it was due, but Treyarch have finally started leaking us out some little bits of information that we're gonna pick up on and use to try and dissect as to what Black Ops 2 is actually gonna offer zombie wise. Now, I came back from an awesome trip out in America, and all of a sudden everyone's tweeting me like crazy, like, you have to check this out, you have to check this out. And I thought it was gonna be, I thought it was going to be fake. I thought it'd be like a little rumour, Nuketown zombies. But then I actually went to the Facebook fan page of Black Ops, and it's official. Welcome to Nuketown Zombies, Population 1. Now, I'm a bit confused as to what this is going to mean. Is it Population 1, there's only one remaining person, something like that? But I don't want to get into too much detail about that. But what I want to talk about is actually, is this going to be the multiplayer map for, the bonus map that you can get hold of? So if you pre-order it, you get the Nuketown 2025 bonus map. Are they going to link this into zombies? So if you do actually pre-order it, you get Nuketown 2025 zombies version, an extra map to play on. It might be like a small little bonus mode for you to play on sort of thing. Or it might be the 4v4 zombies that we've already known about. Now, as you can tell, I'm kind of a little bit excited for this. I did actually have a really big nerdgasm when I got home and I actually saw this photo. At first, when I first saw it, I was like, nah, someone's just photoshopped this. But for it to be official, I was like, I'm so excited that I can't wait to get my hands on it. And right, so with it being the Nuketown map, we were thinking it's a multiplayer map. So with it being a multiplayer map, the 4v4 zombies mode. Now with this, what we were talking about with Mr. Ruffle Waffles, if you guys never heard of him before, is a really in-depth zombie guy who is great at what he does, and he's a really cool British guy. So he's British, I love him. So with what went on there is we were talking about how this could actually work in with a a 4v4 zombies map and how it's going to work. And we were talking about it could be like the last team standing, it could be the team with the most kills, the most points in a certain amount of time. But I actually think it might be the last one standing, and I'd like to say that's what it is. And the reason I say the last man standing is because you could take out three of enemies are from each team, and then all of a sudden it's down to a 1v1 situation. So the person's got to be really good, two people training around the map or something, try survive for as long as they can. But then you can make it more difficult for each other. You could be throwing zombies at each other's feet, zombies at each other's feet, monkey bombs at each other's feet, to make it more difficult. They'll run into a big pit of zombies and slow them down and get in the way. It might be more difficult, so we might not see the return of a gun like the Thunder Gun, because I personally don't think it will be back in there, just because it was a really powerful gun and it was something that was awesome. But it was an easy weapon in zombies, and I think a lot of people know that. It was great for getting to high rounds, but it was an easy weapon in zombies. It really did just clear out the zombies out your way, and you could carry on. Now you could say the Wonder Waffle kind of was the same thing, but there was a shot from a Wonder Waffle. If it hit you too close, you'd get zapped and you'd be a little bit slowed down. So I think we're gonna see the new Wonder Weapon in the game is one person's gonna be able to get their hands on it. If that person dies and loses it, it'll be back in the box and available. So I think it's going to be a whole crazy new situation with this game. You're going to hear me ramble so much about it and bring up so many new points, because there is so much to offer with this 4v4 situation. So I think you're going to have to try and sabotage each other's team. For example, the crossbow, when you pack a punch it, it's it works as monkeys. So you could actually shoot it on an enemy player. You could shoot on an enemy player, and I bet you could probably get an achievement for doing something like that. I'd probably put money on that. You've got to shoot a crossbow on an enemy player and try and get all the zombies to take him down in a 4v4 situation, because then it attracts all the zombies to him, and then he gets overwhelmed, and if he doesn't have a good weapon, he's just going to get trapped. And we all know what Nuketown map's like. It's really small. If you are going to run a train in that map, it's going to be a really tight train, because there's a lot of obstacles in the way. But it's possible, but because there's going to be two trains running at once, it can make it that little bit more difficult. But I just want to get this information out here for you guys, because I'm so excited, and hopefully we're going to see some more drops for Black Ops Zombies. If you guys are super excited for the game mode like I am, then be sure to let me know in the comments. If you've got some ideas for what you think Nuketown is going to include, if it's going to have its own crazy Easter egg storyline to it sort of thing, then that'd be cool, because there was Easter eggs in the actual Nuketown map anyway. They'd be cool to see what sort of zombies Easter eggs they'll throw in it. So leave some suggestions as to what you think they might be able to do there. And also guys, if you are super excited for zombies, be sure to hit that like button, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I'll be putting out a lot of information about zombies, especially when the game comes out. I'll be covering like crazy. So thanks for watching guys. I've been Syndicate, and I'll see you in my next video.